It's Sunday Night NFL, and we're coming to you from under the lights as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports.
How about going against a team with a 3-game winning streak? That's the case here.
Well, when you have a 3-game winning streak in the NFL, it means a couple things. It means you're healthy, and it means you're playing very well. I think it's going to be tough to snap that 3-game winning streak here today.
And they are in on right. And a run back of about 15. The Titans come out. 2 tight ends on the field. First down at the 17. And the immediate handoff to the fullback. Now, here's a look at the Titans' offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on first down.
The Titans lined up, bunch formation. Mariota's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Here's how the Texans defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. The Titans need to get to the 27 to pick up a first.
3rd down and 6.
And intercepted.
Well, as a quarterback, I think the biggest thing is when you throw an interception early in the game, you just got to have faith in what you did all week in practice, keep your confidence level up, and come out here and get it done.
What a nice spot to begin this drive.
First down at the 21.
Run it right.
Gurley's tackled down at the 15.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
2nd down and 4.
Gurley's taking the handoff for about 4.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
With the penalty, it's now 2nd down and 11. The Titans will come out in the dime.
Let's go.
Gurley's going to secure the handoff. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. Gurley's tackled down at the 15.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs. Well, this early in the game, to watch the opposing offense march down the field and get inside the 20, this keeps the defense, they might be shaking a little, but if they stop them here to a field goal try or worse, that'll get their confidence back.
First down here after the run.
Gives it to him again.
That's a gain of 6.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
They call his number once more. They bring him to the turf. The Texans now facing 3rd down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots.
Flag.
Intercepted. Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. Stepping up to the 3-yard line. Handoff out of the eye. And that'll gain just a few yards.
Well, when you get down here this close, you got to be tough, big, and strong to get into the end zone. That time, he falls a couple inches short.
First and goal. Here's the handoff. They tackle him for a loss. 2nd and goal at the 1.
And he's in for the touchdown.
The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
And he'll start his return. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Titans offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd and 2.
To the ground. Running room.
Tackle down right around the 47.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
1st down and 10. The Titans now move the chains.
Well, the corner route. Some people call it the corner route. They call it a flag, run to the flag in the end zone, or a 7 route. Odd numbers break out. That time we see a nice route by the receiver and a good throw by the quarterback.
Going deep. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. And now here's the toss. Still on his feet. McKinney's there to make the tackle.
That is a good job. This running back, known for his speed, and that time shows a little power and breaks that tackle.
3rd down now.
The Titans are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end.
The give. Pryor's there to take him down. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
First down at the 16. Again, they'll lean on him.
And gains maybe 4. The defense will take the penalty.
The Titans offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun.
He has the grab. Tennessee is in the end zone for the touchdown.
You got to take advantage of situations like this. Not often in the NFL do you get somebody this wide open. Good job by the receiver. Nice job by the quarterback seeing him. And what do you get? Easy touchdown pass.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field.
Thomas going to test the coverage here. Thomas is tackled down at the 17. That return's good for about 23.
The Texans coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
The Titans defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 17. It's wide open.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The Texans will take the snap from the 45.
Gurley's brought down after picking up just a yard. Second and 9. Gurley's going to take the handoff now. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. Now looking at 3rd down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Twist away from the hit. He's tackled right at the 24.
What a lucky play that time by the return team. They fumble the football. Nobody's hustling, but somehow they find a way to recover their own fumble.
Double tight end formation. The Titans take it from the 23. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. First down at the 41. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. The Titans have it at the 44. The defense gets the sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job, makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
Loss of 3 on the play. Second down and 13. Brings it in. And a gain of 4.
Things haven't changed from when I played till now. With its zone coverage, quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, and receivers, they expect a completed pass, and that's what they got at this last play.
Back here, ready to start the second quarter, and a key now is going to be which offense is able to break through first, Phil.
I don't know if these offenses can break through, Jim. I think we might end up seeing scoring on the defensive side before we see it on the offensive side. It's been tough sledding for these offensive players.
Makes the catch in open space.
The Titans on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for third and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
Mariota's now completed 4 in a row. First and 10. Gets the handle here. How about that run? Touchdown. They've got the lead here early in the second quarter. A good development for them in this game.
Yeah, nice. They learned something in that first quarter. They took that knowledge and they put it to good use, and they found a way to get down there and score a touchdown. That was a nice job by the offense.
The Texans ready to receive the kick. And a touchback. The Texans heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. Gurley's got it on the handle. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1.
The Texans running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Gets away from pressure, and he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. All set to punt here. He's going to challenge the punt covering. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line.
The Titans love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
Great starting field position for the offense. The Titans take it from the 28. Reaches out and grabs it. He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Let's go.
The Titans will take the snap from the 25. Throws the pass.
Coming to the line at the 25.
The Titans need to get to the 18 to extend this drive.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Brings it in along the sideline. That's his first reception today. The Titans have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20.
Here's the first snap after the big play. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown.
They continue to pour it on early in the second quarter with yet another touchdown here, Phil.
Well, I hope the defense learned a little something on that drive. The way they are playing is not working. So you are allowed to blitz in this league. You can take a chance. That's what I suggest. Get after it, be more aggressive, and blitz that offense.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Texans got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
Second and 4 following the run.
Handoff made. And that's a gain of 10. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Texans will take the snap from the 40.
It's got some daylight.
Curley's marked down at the 47. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
Second down here after that run play.
When you see linebackers shifting around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
And it's swatted away.
Third and 3 coming up. The Titans come out in a dime package.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Intercepted!
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did, they got the interception.
The Titans offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. When you got a confident football team, man.
And they decked the quarterback.
You know you have a good defense in the NFL when you can sack the quarterback without blitzing, and the defense did it that time.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second and 14 after the sack.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Finds his mark. That's his third catch of the day. It's still early, but we've seen this wide receiver come out and make plays already.
Yeah, I know it's early, but you can tell he is fired up. He has come out here with tons of energy, and every play is full speed. Kind of reminds me of Jerry Rice back in his heyday.
Could have been intercepted.
What a job by the defender that time, reading the quarterback and the receiver and being in position to knock that football away. That is really well played. That's a clinic. Put that on the highlight film and show guys how to do it.
Thomas going to take this one from the 12.
Thomas is brought down at the 21. That return's good for about 9.
The Texans' last possession ended painfully with a pick. And I wonder how they're going to handle the football this time around, Phil.
Well, listen, I think they'll handle it a little differently, no doubt. I thought it was a bad call on the interception. It just put the quarterback and the offense in such a bad situation, and they were not able to overcome that.
First down at the 21. Gurley's met after a gain of 3.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Casey all over the quarterback and tackles him down.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacked because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
Running away from the pressure. Pass is intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Titans offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
Let's go. Mariota's going to take it from the gun. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Well, Jim Nance, even you could coach the team in a situation like this. You're winning big. It is 3rd and long. You know what you do? You hand the football off and you punt the football.
The line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 12. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Keeps chugging along. And a run back of about 3.
The Texans on offense after throwing the football to the other team the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, they got to be careful. They got to know who they're going up against. This is a defense that's good and smart. When you put those things together, look out hard to make big plays against this defense.
The Titans with a nickel look here on defense. Takes it from the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Let's go. Getting away from the pressure. It's complete to Todd Gurley.
Defense is about discipline, and when you lose discipline, big plays happen. That time, the defensive pass rushers a little overzealous. They get out of the rush lanes. The quarterback gets outside and makes the play.
Let's go. 1st and 10. Takes off with it. Easy catch there. No one near him. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
The Texans have it at the 44. Gonna try and scramble now. Jarrell Casey with the sack.
Oh, there's nothing worse as a quarterback to have pressure up the middle from an interior defensive tackle. Hard to see down the field, can't make a decision, and that time it leads to a sack.
looking to go deep. Comes down with, no, the defender tips it out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it. It just results in an incompletion.
Now on the move, feeling the heat. It's intercepted. Tackle's made.
Brown's able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
The Titans offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
Gonna take it home for the touchdown. We're approaching halftime, and with that touchdown, they have a little extra breathing room before the break.
Oh, man, they're inhaling big time, and they love the way they feel right now where they're at in this football game. On the defensive side, listen, you got some information. You saw what they're doing on the other side, so make some adjustments and find a way to get back in and get a way to win this game.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field.
Thomas has got it. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
The Texans just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
Let's go.
2nd down and 7. Down the field. Very nearly intercepted.
They went for the deep throw, but the defensive back was there.
Yeah, good job that time. I got to give the defensive back a lot of credit. He was not caught sleeping out there. He was alert, read the right keys, and he was right with the receiver to knock down that deep throw.
The Texans have it at the 29.
Stands in the pocket.
And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to 4th down. That'll do it for the 2nd quarter here in the Music City. And we'll be back to Nashville after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. Thomas is running this one out. And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16.
Let's go.
And here we go, the first snap of the 2nd half. Picks up 8 here.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Let's go.
The Texans have it at the 24.
Slashing to the right side. Breaks free, has some space to work with.
Gurley's tackled right at the 42. He's now pushed past 120 yards rushing today.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. Makes the grab and the feet are down.
That's his first reception today. Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Texans team official. The injury appears to be a broken collarbone. He will not be returning to today's game, and the team won't know the extent of the injury until after the x-rays. On top of that, they're saying it's hard to know how long he'll be out for right now, but they would not rule out an extent.
That's a touchdown, and that tightens things up.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas. And even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
He'll have a chance to take off. Spins away from the tackle. Going to take it the distance. The 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
When you get a kick return for a touchdown, a lot has to happen. One, it takes talent by the kick returner, but look at all the good blocks we saw down the field and the speed of the kick returner. Touchdown.
The Texans ready to receive the kick. Still not taken down. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Texans take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate? You want to be a running back in the NFL, I'll say this. You better be able to break some tackles. We saw multiple tackles broken that time. Good job. Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
Gurley's hand at the football. Now inside the 10 and at the 9.
Let's go.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And intercepted.
You thought maybe this offense would have come out of the locker room a little more focused, Bill, but they come out and continue with their mistakes. This time a pick.
I think they have the focus, Jim. I just think it's the fact that they're playing a very good football team. This offense, they're young. They need more experience. So just keep playing, and times will get better.
They'll go ground. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. Second down here.
Let's go.
Two tight ends on the field here. Now slashing to the right side, looking for room. Now third and short, following the run. Toss to the outside. Has the first down. Now looking for more. There's the offense picking up another first down on third down.
The Titans offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Now first and 10. Surveys. Into the open. Mariota's going to slide. That'll end the play.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
First down at the 41. Trying to power his way right up the middle. And now they'll try over again on second down.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
He's got the catch. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. The offense is set at the line for the first down. And over the line, touchdown. Bill, we're midway through the third quarter, and there is no letting up.
Man, this is a lot of a good thing. That's what they're doing on both sides of the ball. The offense scoring points, the defense dominating play. They are just having a good old time out there.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field. He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line.
The Texans are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points, and now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Gurley's taking the handoff. Got a big lane. Still powering ahead. He's tackled right at the 48.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Game's about 3.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Texans offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Looking at every option. And it falls incomplete.
Well, even though they didn't get to completion, I like the fact that they tried to throw the football deep down the field. Keep that defense off balance.
The Texans will take the snap from the 45. Scrambling out of the pocket. Looking long. Intercepted. They'll run it here. He's got a wide open alley. Fights through contact. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You can tell this was the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there, we're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well.
Burnett's there that time for the tackle. And here's a stat line that comes as a surprise to no one, Phil. This running back getting it done once again on the ground.
No surprise, that is right. Listen, this team practices the running game. They are tough. That's why they get it done week in and week out.
They bring in the extra tight end. Handoff. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on that injury. Let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I just spoke with a Titans official. He was able to confirm that it was a dislocated shoulder, but they were able to immediately put the shoulder back in place.
Tackle made by Clowney that time.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
Breaks free. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock. And that is an art, and this team is good at it.
Good for only a yard.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Let's go.
He'll get it again. And that gains a few.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
On the way, 3rd down. Another handoff right back to him.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. And lining up for a 44-yard field goal. And he converts here on the field goal try.
Well, it's a beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate they do get the field goal try, and they make it.
The Texans ready to receive the kick.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
The Texans offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score.
A foot race to the end zone.
We're heading to the fourth quarter and what has been a completely one-sided affair. I'd ask if a comeback is possible, but when it's this margin, Phil, I'm a realist.
You are a realist, Jim, and you know when you're behind, like you are a lot of times when we play golf, by the 14th or 15th hole, you know it's over, but we finish it out, and you know what, same here in this football game, they got to go ahead and finish this game out.
Let's go.
The Texans have it at the 24. Got a big lane. And that's a gain of 13.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big at the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
He's scrambling now. In his hands, complete. Touchdown.
And they're still showing some spirit here, chipping away at that once gigantic deficit.
Yeah, you know what they're doing? They're just showing professional pride. That's what they're doing out there, Jim. And that's the way you're supposed to play the game. Forget the score, play hard, and just do the best you can.
Steps up and fields it at the 2. He's churning ahead. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. That return's good for about 23.
The Titans put some points on the board on the previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think, here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
Second down and 9. The give out of the eye. This is third down. An extra tight end on the field for this one. He'll get it again. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
And it'll be Locke back to punt it away.
Set up, return. Here he goes. And that gains 1.
That time he only gets a couple yards, and if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
Let's go.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Hurley's tackled down after a gain of 12.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down at the 41. Slashes to the left side. Hurley's taken down at the 46.
Here in the fourth quarter, and you're down on offense. It takes courage to call that running play, and it backfires. That time they run it, and they only pick up a few yards.
Out of the pocket. Catch made near the sideline. That's his fourth catch of the day.
Nowadays, we see it all the time, don't we? Quarterbacks break and contain, stepping up in the pocket, getting outside, and more we're seeing these guys are getting better at throwing the football while on the run.
They'll go ground.
Well, he's in the NFL because of this, because this guy can break tackles. Good job on that play.
The Texans from the 22. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. First down and 10. Right back to the ground. Touchdown, and they cut into that lead.
You spend so much time in this league. Once you get in the red zone on the offensive side, all these different plays, knowing you must be efficient. You need to score touchdowns instead of kicking field goals. Well, you can feel
ball is out. That hurts. The two-point try is denied. The Texans will line up here for the onside kick. The onside kick is turned away, and the receiving team has it. The Titans offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Toss to the outside.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Set up now at the 26. It's a 2 tight end formation. 2nd down and 5. Here's the handoff. He runs with it right up the gut. 3rd down.
Let's go.
Tosses the football. And in for the touchdown.
Good job by the rookie running back that time. Breaking the tackles and getting in the end zone. And how exciting. That is going to be a tremendous lift to him and take the pressure off of him. He knows now he can get it done in the NFL.
And the kicker's ready to go. Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. That was a good kick return, and now the offense will try to take advantage. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Texans take it from the 33. Wide to the left. Gurley's tackled down at the 36. The Texans have run the ball well all game long, but they're down on the scoreboard. Gurley's putting up some monster numbers, even in a losing cause.
Yeah, this defense, they have no answers for this run game today, Jim. They have tried everything. Blitzing, crowding the line of scrimmage. Nothing is working. The one thing that is working, though, the defense is winning the game.
1st and 10. Feeds him again. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
What a good job by the defense, not being fooled. Here in the 4th quarter, they're leading. You expect the offense to pass, but they throw a run in there, and you're alert, and you stop it for a short gain.
The Texans are coming off a dominating victory a week ago, but the tables have turned, and now they're the ball's on the ground. Recovery by the offense. What a lucky break this time. They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled. Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the 2nd half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
They'll meet him this time behind the line. The Texans call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Titans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. 2nd down and 11. Gurley has the good catch.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, Don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
First down at the 26. Pops in on the tackle.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 3. Right back to him. Keeps his legs moving. Gurley's met after a gain of 13.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
He'll throw it over the middle. Touchdown, Houston.
That marks his 5th touchdown pass this season.
The Texans for the extra point. It's good. The Titans are ready to take it to him.
Takes it from the 2. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Titans can put this game away here. Just run out the clock here, Phil. It's been a blowout victory, and now all you're trying to do is not get anybody hurt.
That's right. Get this game over with. And in the NFL, you've got to treasure moments like this. To win easily, that doesn't happen often, so enjoy this victory.
Looks like a penalty on the defense. This will be 2nd down. Takes it from the strong eye. He's in the clear. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. That may have been the clincher right there.
Yeah, what a game all day long. So exciting to end it like this late in the game. Man, you enjoy victories like this.
Makes the PAT. Ready to step up and send this one down to the end zone. He's got a chance to return this one. Ducks out of bounds.
What a good job by the kickoff team. The ball's kicked high in the air, and they sprint all the way down there. The blockers can't get set up. Nice tackle. Now they got great field position for the defense. The defensive line now spreading out. I think they want to try to pressure the quarterback.
That's a gain of 6.
Sometimes you got to take a risk in the National Football League, and I'd say this was a risk, and it was a bad risk. Terrible decision by the offense, by the coach, running the football inside, getting tackling. You needed to get it out of bounds to preserve the clock. That's going to come back to haunt you.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.